Welcome to the channel, welcome to the back end of the workshop. And you can see by the thumbnail, we're doing some bits and pieces to the sandblasting cabinet that I got a couple of weeks ago. I'll put a link above to me building this and the initial review on it. But there's a couple of things that need doing to it. One of them is fundamental one, which I would have done anyway, and there's two specific because it's now in the workshop. I need to try and reduce the amount of dust that comes out of this thing as far as possible. Not that there was a lot of dust coming out of it anyway, but what try and improve the situation. So one fundamental thing is, I'll show you in a minute, is the way the pickup hose works in the bottom of the sump. It moves around a lot. I'll show you that in a minute. I want to try and get, we have the outlet here on the side of it, where the filter is for the air to come through. I want to try and rig something up so I can hook up my shop vac to it to try and pull the air through. And I want to try and seal the top a little bit better than it is at the moment. There's not a lot coming out of it, but I think we can make an improvement on that just to try and reduce the amount of risk of dust getting out and into the workshop. So let's start with the one that I'd have done anyway, which is the pickup hose. And I'll show you what the problem is with that. All right, let's just show you what the problem is. You see, I've actually put a couple of kilos of media in here just to try and fill it up, but here's the pickup hose that runs underneath here, and it's just attached to the gun. Unfortunately, when you move the gun around, this pickup hose moves around as well. Sometimes it moves all the way out of the sump. So what I'm going to do is something dead simple. I'm just going to cable tie it at this position here, or maybe further in, to make sure that doesn't move out of the lowest position to pick up. Dead simple. And just try and ensure that the media continue to go inside. So I'm going to do that as a quick job, and I'll show you when it's done. All right, so that's just cable tied it quickly in there. That should stop this then moving around and keep it attached to this and keep that roughly central. Right, next job. Okay, as mentioned, we got an outlet here for the air coming out. There's a hole on the other side that lets the air come in. I'm thinking if I try and pull the air through this, there's a filter in there as well. It might keep the internals a little bit clearer. Less dust just holding there, might pull it through. As well as that, again, I've just got a hole here at the moment. There's a filter in there, but dust will get through it. So I'm going to try and jerry hack something up to fit in that to connect my shop vac to. And luckily, with having all my ferric stuff, and most of these tools come with adapters to fit for shop vacs and things like that. There was this selection that came with it, and I've been able to play around with it, and this thing fits in there really snug. And then if we get the angle piece, which goes in there like that, that means I can drop my shop vac main feed down. The shop vac can sit here, and hopefully that'll work. So what I do need to do is I need to cut that little bit off. So I'll do that now. We'll get that in. We'll get the shop vac hooked up and see if that does the job. Thankfully, quite a quick fix. Only because I've got these. I was thinking about using plumbing bits to try and do it, to try and hold it in place, but because these are all designed for holding onto the shop vac and vacuum cleaner hoses, they're all tapered, so I expect get that in. If it holds itself fine, brilliant. If not, we'll look what we're doing. I might glue it in as well. Let me get this end cut off. That was surprisingly easy. I noticed at an angle using a PVC pipe cutter. Just went straight through it. I thought I was having to get a hacksaw out. All right, let's get some things mounted up and get the shop vac hooked up. All hooked up. That looks like that is proper pushed in there, and that as well. And I've got the shop vac hose hooked up down to my vacuum cleaner. That looks like it's going to work absolutely fine. There's like hardly any movement in getting out of there. The only downside is that internal filter. In fact, you'll be able to see it. If you can see it just there. Might need to be brushed out and cleaned out more regularly because it's going to be pulling a lot more air through. Right, I need to charge up the compressor. And also, I'm hoping I've ordered the seal round here. I'm hoping it arrives this afternoon, and we'll do that. We'll fire it all up and give it a go. See if this has finally arrived. It's draft excluder, high density foam, self-adhesive strip. I'll show you when I'm going to put it down. Okay, as you can see, the actual door frame has a rubber seal on it, like a foam seal on it. But you can see there's dust around these edges and around. So I'm just going to put an extra strip along these edges, just so when this closes, there's a little gap all the way around it, so it seals a little bit better. Right, I'll do that now. Okay, as you can see, got the strip around it all the way through here. There's a bit missing there because this cover isn't sitting straight and it was actually holding it up. So that, as it drops down and locks in, you can see just fills that joint along and around it. So we've got a little bit here, but that's okay because generally you're blasting that way. Well, I think it's time to give it a test. What I'm going to do first of all, because I want to test how active the vacuum is, I'm going to do it some blasting without the vacuum running. Hopefully you'll be able to see how much it fills with dust, and then we'll do it with it running. I think so. Right, let's do one without it running. I think it was pretty clear that the blasting without the vacuum running, a lot more dust kicking up. It's not as easy to see. With the vacuum running, it just holds that dust down. You'll also notice a couple of other things, which I'm going to show you now. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me because I put the vacuum cleaner in the other room. The compressor's not running. Just to show you some things I picked up when I fired it up. So I'm hoping you can see the gloves inflate with the vacuum, which makes it a little bit more difficult to grip, but it's not that bad. Just to show that there's that negative pressure. Add to that, you see the locks are off, and you can't open the door, not easily, which means that dust is all staying in there. So all in all, it's doing its job pretty damn well. You can see there's a massive difference between blasting with the vacuum on, vacuum off. Vacuum on, okay, the gloves are a little bit more difficult to work with because obviously the vacuum is pulling into them, effectively inflating. But the fact that it sealed itself on the top, there's no dust coming out of there at all, which is really, really good. So I think that's a good success that on that, really, I think.